brand new game pack, The Sims 4 Werewolves, is finally here. It has been released in every single territory of the world for every single platform, PC, Mac, and console. Simmers are diving in, exploring werewolves, and also exploring the pack integration, of course involving vampires and spellcasters. But some simmers, and not just a few, are actually already encountering issues. Thankfully, these issues have been addressed by Sim Guru Nick. Who is Sim Guru Nick? A quality designer on the Sims 4 live operations team. Most of the time that they respond to users on Twitter, it's because they are aware of bugs and glitches that are occurring in the game and want to let Simmers know that a fix is on the way. I didn't make a video about this previously, but there was an issue with the early access game changers not actually being able to see their werewolves in creative werewolf mode. You'd go to the bottom, you'd create a new werewolf, and you'd see the effects in the background, but the werewolves themselves were not there and they wouldn't pop up. Fortunately, this was fixed before the release of the game with a brand new Sims Delivery Express drop that happened hours prior. Some Simmers were actually still experiencing this after the release of the pack though, several hours later. While SimGuru Nick responds to a user that was still having this issue, please check out my profile. I quote retweeted this with the solution. Sorry about all the trouble. For those that received the Sims Delivery Express update yesterday but decide to skip it, well, that's the culprit behind all of this. That Sims Delivery Express that they rolled out yesterday was actually the hotfix for this issue. To fix this issue from occurring, make sure that you update your Sims Delivery Express to the latest version. If you don't know which version you have, SimGuru Nick shares how to check out. He tweets, "Do you have the latest Sims Delivery Express drop? You need 8.0.2. You can verify your SDX version by using the in quotes version cheat in the cheat window, Control-Shift+C, and yes, I know I barely have any packs installed, I'm doing testing things." So by doing this, you're able to check which version of Sims Delivery Express you have, which is really handy actually. Not just for this situation, but just knowing which one you have in general, just to see if you've updated or not. This actually makes sense. Now I can see why the Sims team didn't want to publicly report that this Sims Delivery Express drop on release day was actually pretty much a major bug fix for this, because this would have been an issue that every Simmer was having, and it would have left a sour taste in many's mouths, especially after the whole My Wedding Disaster situation where the game was unplayable. Imagine buying yet another game pack and you can't even play with the werewolves. So I can see why they kept it under wraps and kind of just tweeted, "Hey, we dropped Sims Delivery Express, no new content, but we're preparing our game for the pack." Of course, not giving us notes or specifics on what they fixed. If they would have publicly announced, "Hey, we're fixing a pretty big issue where you actually can't see your werewolves at all in the game," I feel like it would have caused a lot of noise and probably would have stopped a lot of people from purchasing the pack right away. So I mean, yes, it was smart on their part, but also kind of sneaky at the same time. I guess they wanted to prevent bad press, but I mean, they fixed it for most players, which is still really good. Unfortunately, some other Simmers are also having issues with Sims Delivery Expresses not downloading and implementing, and there's actually an error that occurs. SimGuru Nick has not yet responded to this, but if you do have this issue, please submit a ticket on Answers HQ. There are instances where Simmers are actually updating their Sims Delivery Expresses, but unfortunately is not fixing the problem of werewolves not loading. The QA team is also looking into an issue with graphics and visuals for the Werewolves pack. SimGuru Nick responds, "This seems like it may be related to graphic settings. Can you share your config.log file with me? It's located in Documents. You can upload the file here." SimGuru Nick then later responds, "I got your config.log. This is extremely helpful. Our QA team will look into the issue. Really appreciate your help." So another issue, but not really sure if it's caused by mods. This is also being looked into as well, which is a good thing. So it's nice to see them on top of these things, as issues and bugs are expected with pack launches. I mean, at this point, The Sims 4 has been out for how many years? It's going to happen when packs release. Even when they don't release in an unplayable state, like My Wedding Stories, they're still gonna have little hiccups and issues, which is to be expected, but I'm glad that they're being so quick and so prompt in making sure that they acknowledge these issues and work hard to try to have fixes as soon as possible. So I do expect some sort of hot fix update to come in the near future, because there are quite a bit of issues that Simmers are still experiencing. Maybe we could see that that early next week. Now, on to the issues, the main issues that I wanted to talk about in this video. I even mentioned this in one of my gameplay videos for Werewolves from yesterday. One of the worst parts about Create a Sim for me is the werewolves ow-wooing literally every 10 to 15 seconds. It is so excessive, it gets really annoying and crazy, and I find myself pressing the mute button while I'm in Create a Sim. Well, of course, I wasn't the only one that had mentioned this. KP Games tweets, in Create a Sim, the werewolves are always, and I mean always, go ow like every 3 seconds anyway. This could be looked into? Well, Simguru Nick quotes this is something we actually fixed during GP12 development, but seems to still be a problem. We're looking into it. So it wasn't fixed, I guess, at least for the public in the version that we're playing, but they are looking into it to fix it. Iron Seagull responds, please fix this for the spellcasters too. I don't mind the animation once in a while, but not every 3 seconds, so the animation issues are also happening for the spellcasters too. Simguru Nick responds, I've literally never seen this complaint before. Thanks so much for bringing it up. Ticket filed. So another Create a Sim animation that they are looking into fixing. That definitely isn't the first time I've heard about that. I've seen at least a dozen simmers talk about the spellcasters as well, so maybe those complaints just haven't made it to Answers HQ, I don't know. But nonetheless, fixes are coming, guys. Of course, that's going to conclude everything for this video. I wanted to give you an update on some known bugs, some known issues for the game, and thankfully, most of them have been addressed and do have fixes coming, so that's exciting. Of course, if you guys have any issues, please report them on Answers HQ. Links down in the comment section below that'll take you to my website, where on there you'll find sources as well as links to Answers HQ. Submit on there, the gurus will see it as soon as possible. And of course, if someone else is experiencing the same issue, they're gonna upvote your response. And the more people that upvote, the more attention that it gets, then the higher chance of a solution coming as soon as possible. So definitely make sure you guys check that out. I love you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. So long and happy simming. This video was brought to you by my supporters on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you'd like to join my community over there, a link is below. Thank you for watching.